Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikisha Bond. I am your host and we are going through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. And you might be new here and you might be saying, Nikisha, why did you decide to go through the 48 Laws of Power? Well, listen, we don't want to be bossed around anymore. We don't want people telling us what to do. And also, I feel like there's a game going on and I wanted to know what the rules of the game were. And there is a game. It's a power game. You being able to control your life is a power struggle, right? Because there's so many people who want to control your life for you. So we are reading the 48 Laws of Power so that we can get power back into our own life. So law number 12, use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. One sincere and honest move will cover up dozens of dishonest ones. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, like a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose. So listen, we need to get into this, guys. We need to understand what people are doing with this selective honesty. Are they trying to disarm us? What are they doing? And I'll be honest with you guys, I am a person who is selectively honest. I don't think everybody needs to know everything. So take that with a grain. But I am a Scorpio, so we are very private. So we just feel like not everything is for public consumption. So this law, it resonates with me. I'm just going to say it does. Not the bad part, though. I don't think that you should be using this to manipulate people. No, I don't. I think you should be using this so that you can know when people are doing it to you, and you can know when maybe you should be employing selective honesty because maybe it's just in your best interest. And that's okay. Okay, let's get started. All right. So we're on page 91. The essence of deception is distraction. An act of kindness, generosity, or honesty is often the most powerful form of distraction because it disarms other people's suspicions. It turns them into children, eagerly lapping up any kind of affection and gesture. You know what this made me think of? So, right now we use social media for free, right? And I was thinking about it. One day, I think they're going to charge because Twitter's already starting to charge. I think you have to pay like $8 a month for the blue check. Imagine when you have to start paying for it. But why will we pay for social media? Even though everybody complains about it, they complain about how it's ruining their lives, ruining everything, right? But we still want to be on it. Why? Because it's free. They're giving us these doses of it and we're getting used to it. So when they have to finally pull back the plug and they actually want to charge us for it, watch out now. But look at that. Look at how power is played. You're giving something to somebody for free, hoping that they'll get used to it, like a drug dealer. I'm just saying. And then when you're ready, now you start to charge. This can also be really good in business, right? You can give away stuff for free. And then when you're ready, now you can start charging. I know one of the things that is a great idea if you're a consultant, give away your services for free so you can kind of understand who your customer is. So that's what we're doing with gifts, all right? So we're disarming people. We're giving them stuff for free because what are they giving us in return? They're giving us information. If I'm working for you for free, I'm finding out what works with you, and also I can get the testimony and the results of actually being able to help you. So it's a win-win. So there's not always bad things that you can have about power. Power is really about having the power to control, having the power to make your own decisions, having the power to feel like it's in your hands and not somebody else's hands. Okay. This is still on page 91. It was just talking about learn to give before you take. It softens the ground and takes a bite out of future requests. So that's one really good thing about social media is like you give, and then you ask. Shout out to Gary Vee for that. I love that. He wrote a really good book called Crush It, I think it is. And he talks about that. It's like jab, 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 hook. So you're giving, and then I'm going to ask you for something. So I'm giving you good information, giving you good information, and then I'm going to ask you for something. So that's something also very powerful in business. Oh, here's one. We are all creature of habit. Our first impressions last a long time. If someone believes you are honest at the start of your relationships, it takes a lot to convince them otherwise. This gives you room to maneuver. Now, yes, if you are honest in the beginning, people are going to give you a lot of grace. That's why first impressions are so important. And I think that's another reason why love bombing is really effective because you're giving somebody so much information. You're being so honest with them, so open with them that when they come and they're asking you for something, then you're like, but I don't even know you. I just met you like a couple days ago. Like, what are you talking about? I've told you about this and I've told you about that. I've told you about this. You know me. You see, selectively honest. Even if you're giving the person all the information, it can make them think, hey, this person's being super honest with me. I should trust them. So I'm just saying that to say, listen, when someone you feel like they're telling you their whole life story and they're just giving you way more than you ever asked for, just think about it. Why? It's always just a good thing to ask why. Why? It's okay to ask. Okay, here's another one. Okay. We're on page 92. So few people can resist a gift, even from the most hardened enemy, which is why it's often the perfect way to disarm people. A gift brings out the child in us, instantly lowering our defenses. So a good example of this that I was thinking of was if you go to a bar. I don't know if y'all go to bars anymore, if that's a thing because of COVID, whatever. But anyways, you used to go to a bar, right? And if you stood by a bar, a gentleman would buy you a drink. And he was buying you that drink because he wanted you to spend time with him. So I personally never took free drinks from people because I don't want to give you my time. You don't have to pay for my time. I want to give it to the person that I want to give it to, right? Because that gives me a lot of power, right? Now I'm deciding if I want to talk to you. But if you buy me a drink and now I feel obligated to talk to you, you now have power over me. I don't like that. So I don't take free drinks. But hey, listen, it's hard to resist a gift. I'm not going to say I ain't never taken a free drink. I'm just saying don't take free drinks if you're not willing to give somebody 15 minutes. It's quid pro quo. So if you don't want to spend time with them, don't buy the drink. It's a power play. So remember, practice with caution, right? Selective honesty and bribing people with gifts. Practice with caution. Why? Because if people see through it, their disappointed feelings of gratitude and warmth will become the most violent hatred and disgust. Listen, one thing that we have to really think about is that love and hate are the opposite sides of the same coin. That's what a hater is. A hater is a confused fan. You love me. You're just confused about it because maybe I made you upset. So now you're a hater, right? So you can have someone in your life and you've been love bombing them. You've been telling them everything that you needed to hear. You've been giving them gifts. And then they find out, oh, you've been doing this to everybody. Oh, you're not sincere. Oh, you robbed that person. Or you did this, you did that. All of a sudden, all that love, passion, excitement that they had for you, boy, that's going to turn right on over into anger, hatred, and disgust. So you're always playing a dangerous game when you play with power, which is why we're using power to protect ourselves. We're using power so that we can be in charge and we can be in control. I'm not a big fan of manipulating, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'll probably say it in every single video because manipulators, they get caught because how you do anything is really how you do everything. So when you start manipulating this person over here, shucking and jiving over there, then all of a sudden that just becomes who you are and that becomes your reputation. And quicker than you know, all of this goodwill that you thought that you had occurred with people because you were being so kind and being nice, evaporated, gone in an instant. So you really want to be the person that you want to be. Don't fake it till you make it. Just be it till you become it. I don't know, but I like that. All right, so let's talk about number 8. We're already getting into this because it's the reversal of the law. When you have a history of deceit behind you, no amount of honesty, generosity, or kindness will fool people. What was I just saying? Listen, I didn't even read that. I did read that, but I didn't read that. And I'm telling you, because your reputation matters. People can tell when you're not being honest with them. People can tell when you are trying to hide something. People can tell because our nonverbals give it away. Like our communication is only part of the thing that's going on. Me, I've got a face that will tell you exactly what I'm thinking. So I have to be very careful about my nonverbal cues because you'll see it all over my face. If I get upset or disgusted, it'll just, see all this just wrinkles all up. So yes, so your reputation matters. And you know, once people see the matrix, once they see beyond the lies, they can't unsee it. Think about all the things in your life, especially as you get older, that you find out that weren't true. And it's like you can't unsee it. So when someone displays themselves as an honest person, right, and you have all this faith in them, and then all of a sudden they're not, you just can't unsee it. So your reputation matters. Who you are matters. So if you are going to be selectively honest, let's think of some ways that we could be selectively honest that would benefit us. So humans, we are very susceptible to people who are honest to us. We like honest people. We like honesty. It makes things so much easier. What if everybody was just honest? Wouldn't that be wonderful? I love it. But in the realm of power, that's not always advantageous. So sometimes you're going to have to be selective in how honest you are. And you're also going to have to know that people are being selectively honest with you. So don't assume that you know the whole story. So ask questions. So if you feel like somebody is being selectively honest or you don't feel like you're getting the whole picture, ask questions, because the more you ask questions, you'll be able to see if there is some type of deception. When you're also on the other end, if you are going to be sharing information with people, be selective about the information that they need to know. I'm a big believer that people are on a need to know basis with my life. You don't need to know everything that's going on with me. Again, that's because I'm a Scorpio, but you don't need to know everything that's going on. Maybe it's not good for you. You know, I'm the one who has the power to decide on what I'm going to share and what I'm not going to share. And so I think it's important that when you're thinking in terms of power, you have to know that there's always going to be another side of the coin. So what you're doing, somebody else can do. So just always try to flip it. Are they telling me everything? Do I need to tell them everything? So you want to ask yourself questions like that. And I think that can really help you. But I would love to know what you think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and let everybody know what we're doing over here. Because again, we're using the laws of power to empower ourselves, because I'm telling you, I don't like being told what to do. And maybe you don't either. So if not, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.